the NBA.
The borough of Brooklyn. We are live. It's a Thursday night. D-Agent.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at small forward. And for the Nets, we've got Brown. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here is Harden. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Lopez. On the wing, Brown. Shot clock at 6. Harris outside. For the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
Holiday against Harden. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here is Holiday. Giannis right side. The shake. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Brown the pass to Jordan. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Here's Irving. He's on target from 8 feet out.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
1:33 left in the first quarter of the game. Forbes the pass to Portis. Middleton outside. Back to Portis. Here's the pass to Connaughton. The 3, and stolen by Harris. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Nobody near Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Tucker. Back to Connaughton. The dish to Tucker. They need this, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes it, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle. Here's Portis. Just 4 to shoot. Middleton the pass to Tucker. No good that time. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA action.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Griffin from past the arc. That one misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Middleton the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Irving with the ball. 7 points in the game. Aldridge wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Here is Forbes, covered by Irving. Latrey, rebounded by the Nets.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
The kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Connaughton. Middleton. And staying with the play, Middleton.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points a bonus.
Outside Irving. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Here's Aldridge. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Forbes dishes to Middleton. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Aldridge's shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Inside, Portis Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Harris. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Passes it to Irving from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 10.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. The rebound by the Nets. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Dishes it to Irving. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis with the ball. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harden. And the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
It's Jordan on the wing with 1 on the clock, and Harden lays it in. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 9-point lead. And over to and
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
They've got Harris. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Milwaukee shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Off target from three-point range. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Harden. What a jam!
Are you kidding me? And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Giannis. Great D that time from Green.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Count it. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Harden the pass to Jordan. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Lopez. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Holiday against Harden. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Goes up to the stripe. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that's 11 points for Giannis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Holiday looking for an opening. Here's DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Brown. Nets leading by 9. Harris outside. Jacks up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got 6.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Outside Holiday. And the pass to Giannis. Green with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Giannis. Will it go? And he lays it up and in. He's got 13.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
And to the Kumbo inside. He's against Green.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the feed to Lopez. Giannis inside. Guarded by Jordan. Yep, it counts.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Here's Harden. Misses the layup. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
A Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Kept alive. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Connaughton, and the lead is down inside single digits.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Harden scanning the floor. Here's Irving. Here's Aldridge. And that'll be and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Harden the pass to Claxton. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton. To the paint, here's Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Jordan inside. Aldridge, the pass to Irving. Good on the triple. And the Nets lead by 7.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Here's Antetokounmpo, and easy 2 points on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
The open shot, Aldridge. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And so they foul intentionally. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Jeff Green, he's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Lopez outside. Holiday against Harden. Back to Lopez. 5 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And here's Harden. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. Stolen by Holiday.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Passes it to Harris. The three. The shot. No good. Holiday left side. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Misses the tray. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win and really.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Home in the paint. Now, here's Covington. Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan, 3-pointer Lillard. The rebound by Jeff Green. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. And Harris wide open. He shoots a 3-pointer off the mark. 5-on-3 break. Lillard with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Pass to Lillard. From downtown, offensive rebound. Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. From deep 3-point range, Lillard misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Lillard way outside. Portland no good that time either.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Irving can't hit. Trailblazers have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. From deep, Lillard with the bucket.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the 3-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Jordan high post. Dishes to Green. Nurkic against Jordan. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Nets missing.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And the basket by Lillard.
Gotta like watching Lillard pull right up on the defense. Outstanding at catching him off guard.
Outside, Green. In the corner, Irving with it. Here's the floater. And the layup is good.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Portland's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. And Lillard kicks to Covington. He feeds it to Nurkic. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Here's McCollum. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Yep, that one goes in there. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And he gets the bucket. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Powell down low. Harris is there. Here's Nurkic. Covington wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Portland.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Outside Irving. Pulls up. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got 6 points. And 101 left here in the first quarter. McCollum deciding where to go with it. No good on the triple. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2. The 3 from Harden. The 19-foot shot. Irving against McCollum. They get it back, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that, because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now the pass to Irving. Over McCollum. Again, Irving missing. McCollum outside to the inside. Here's Covington from down in the low post. It goes. He's got 5.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Simons, the pass to Jones, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Nets shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Now Irving, he's got 8. From 13, misses off the right eye. Trailblazers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And the basket by McCollum.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
Over to the left wing. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. Lobs it up for Kanter, and another turnover here by Portland.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Irving against McCollum. Pass to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. And on the way from Irving for 3. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. And it's Simons missing.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. And foul on. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
McCollum with the ball, picked up by Aldridge. It's good. Cantor's got his first 2 points.
Well, this is the area where Cantor can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Griffin finds Irving. Pass to Aldridge. Irving looking over the floor. Puts up a 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. A 3 from McCollum. That shot off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Out to the right wing. Here's Claxton. Oh, took the contact in. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Aldridge. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The 3 from Harden. The feed to Jordan. And stolen by Lillard. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Joe Harris. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2-guard. Nurkic, and he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Irving passes to Green. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. Kicks to Nurkic. Out to the wing. Harden against Lillard. Passes it to Powell. 18 feet out. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Outside Irving. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Lillard against Harden. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And Green launches it from deep. And nothing is falling for him right now. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Over Green. Covington's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Down low. And there's Green on the assist by Harris. And the Nets lead by 1.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And here's McCollum for 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
To the inside. Irving passes to Jordan. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Irving can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. And the Nets making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in. Anthony taking his time here. Harden against Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. 5 on the clock. Anthony down low. Guarded by Harris. And Anthony gets it to go.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside, Jordan. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Now, here is Harden, guarded closely.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Harden. From deep three-point range. From 17 feet out. Harris, no good. And here's Portland. They're on a 15-5 run here. Portland shooting their first free throws of the evening. The first free throw is good.
Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor no matter what's going on around. He's still going to be a gamer.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded. No one near him. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Anthony down low. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now, here is Harden from deep. The shot missing. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Nets trail by 6. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And here's Harden. Count it. Good.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Simons, the pass to Jones. The pass to Simons. He dishes it to Kanter. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Green, he's checked in for the Nets.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 19 points.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Pass to Aldridge. Here's Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead. Harden against Lillard. Harden right side. Harris outside. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Lillard, the pass to Giles. And the shot goes in. Giles has got his first points of the game.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Aldridge. Tries from 7. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Such a threat to score from mid-range, but on the inside can do some damage as well.
Passes to Kanter. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard against Harden. Fires the 3. Lillard misses. Nets trail by 4. It's Harden with the drive, and it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard's got 6 rebounds in the game, and stolen by Harris. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
It's McCollum on the wing. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
And here's Green outside, and Jones pulls it down. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for Portland. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Hope they get it back. Kanter kicks to Lillard. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Poke loose. Green passes to Harden. Shoots over Lillard. Harden against Lillard. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lets it go with a 3. They get it again. The pass to Giles. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. And it's Lillard missing.
he just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Outside, Jones. Lillard looking around. Lillard again missing. Here's Brown. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. That's a look at our setting tonight. The short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Covington finds Powell. Lillard from outside. The shot comes out, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Middleton with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Lillard looking around. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Drew Holiday. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Giannis has got his second basket of the night. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, and it's Lillard again missing.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Lopez. Middleton outside. Back to Holiday. Middleton outside. 4 on the shot clock. Shots over Powell. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And the basket by McCollum.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Holiday following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Pass to Lopez. Giannis outside. The pass to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Milwaukee the rebound. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Covington with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, Lillard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Lopez with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Lillard. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Lillard. Outside, Covington. Lillard finds McCollum. Offensive rebound. Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 6.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Antetokounmpo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Out left to the wing. The Bucks working the ball around. 4 on the clock. Good work defensively by Anthony.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Passes it to McCollum. Takes the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Forbes the pass to Tucker. Here's Portis. Ball's knocked loose. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. Milwaukee in the lead. Here is Forbes. Here's Portis, and the call on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. McCollum feeling it out a bit. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Forbes the pass to Portis. The feed to Middleton. Pass to Connaughton. Portis with it. Over Cantor. Outside Portis. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Forbes can't get it to go. Portland trailing here. And now Portland on the break. Cantor dishes to McCollum. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And there's the pass to Connaughton. It's Portis, high post. He kicks it to Forbes. 5 on the clock. The three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Forbes. Here's Middleton. Makes it off the glass. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Here's Simons. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. And foul on the... Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Nora. And Jones pulls it down.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Bucks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. That one falls. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Simons surveying the D. This is to Nurkic. Knocks it loose. Pass to Simons. Stolen by Holiday. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his third assist on the night. Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. Simons, the pass to Powell. Here's Covington, and the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Yep.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that's...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Norman Powell. Jones is out there with Giles. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Lillard in at the point. Here's Lopez. Count the basket. Lopez has got the first basket of the third quarter for Milwaukee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Here's Holiday. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard fires away from way outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The putback, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the rejection by Giannis.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Fades away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Powell dishes to Lillard. Launches it. Knocked away.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Powell kicks to Lillard. On deep. Lillard again missing.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, you might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Jones. It's Powell on the wing. Lillard outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Holiday surveying the floor. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trailblazers trail by 5. Powell finds Lillard. 1:03 left in the third. And again, it's Portland converting.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Holiday with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Tucker has it in the corner. And here is Anthony. He dishes it to Lillard for the tie. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
McCollum with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lillard. Cantor against Lopez.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Here's DiVincenzo. Rebound by Anthony.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're cup. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Nurkic. The dish to Anthony. The pass to Simons. Shot clock at 2. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Here is Forbes. He is guarded by McCollum. Forbes, the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And And the Bucks lead by 2.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by McCollum. Portis kicks to Forbes. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. There's Portis. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. A 3 from McCollum. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Connaughton. There's Portis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Lillard's checked in for Portland.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Nurkic, the pass to Covington. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday with the ball. Passes it to Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 4 assists in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Covington kicks to Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed, and it's out of bounds to Portland. He'll retain possession. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. And a switch here also for Portland. Kanter's checked in. Nobody near Lillard. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Timeout called, the Bucks. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. This game's still up for grabs. He told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. Kanter kicks to Lillard. They get it back. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
And his teammates love it. Kanter taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Lillard against Holiday. Chalk up 2 there. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
1:05 left in the game. 3-pointer, Lillard, Nurkic. Great positioning on the putback.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Holiday against Lillard. Here's Yuck. Money.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Trifecta.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside Holiday. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. It falls.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a two-possession ball game.
So it's the Bucks now, trailing by 4. Here's Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often. He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
For 3, Middleton. That shot, no good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the two-guard spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, who's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden against Holiday. A floater. They get it back. Jordan, count that one.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Holiday. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. He feeds it to Giannis. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Now, DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Middleton outside. Jacks up a three. Brooklyn with the rebound. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Left side, Irving. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. Average number in that regard.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Nets, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Harris. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Portis. And the Bucks miss again.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's blocked. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for James Harden. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
.127 left in the first quarter. Looking to end the run, and it's blocked. Griffin down low. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
There's a minute left in the first quarter of the game. Portis in the post. Aldridge is covering. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 5. 2 points. That one goes.
There you go. Not the best start, but maybe that's the shot that gets him in rhythm.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Pass to Connaughton. And Forbes has it in the corner. Three-pointer. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Harris is checked in for the Nets. Brown feeling it out a bit. No good from Irving. Here's Connaughton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Irving. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 5. And the second quarter. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of the underdog.
I think the underdog story, started with.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Shutting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving in at the 1. Outside Griffin. Back to Aldridge. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Nets trail by 5. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Middleton outside. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefits. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right. One of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Passes it to Griffin. Kicks to Brown. Dishes to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. 1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. The pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3. That shot misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the night. First free throw is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Giannis passes to Lopez, and Jordan sends it back. Here's Harden. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo. There's a minute left to play in the first half. Harden with it. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. With the teardrop. He doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Lopez against Harden. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to over Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the truck.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Harden against Holiday. Rebounded by the Nets. The kick out to Irving. For the lead. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
Here's Middleton. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. 18 feet out, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton outside. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Harden outside. Right side, Irving. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Giannis. Count that bucket.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Blake Griffin comes in for Green. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Holiday. Pass to Portis. The kick out to Holiday. Now Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Middleton. That one off the back iron and out. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And foul on the... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to do a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line. Middleton hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And here's Harden. Pass to Harris. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Now Holiday still looking for his first bucket in this one. Connaughton passes to Portis. Over to the wing. Tucker finds Portis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Portis has got 5.
You know, that's an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. Doesn't get it to drop for him. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. He's got 15.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He finished. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Aldridge out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Harden outside. Jordan high post. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Nets lead by 4.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And they'll keep possession. Holiday finds Giannis. Goes back up. And the jumper is good. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Harden outside. The feed to Aldridge. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Green passes to Aldridge. Good D by Lopez. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Harden outside. Lopez with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Harris is checked in for the Nets. Irving looking for an opening. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Harden can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Giannis throws it down.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Harden, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Middleton. Giannis high post. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Harden with the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Giannis inside. Working on Green. Basket good. Antetokounmpo's got 27.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Now here's Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Wide open look. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Green inside, defended by DiVincenzo. And it's Green with the jam.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Giannis against Green. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA. And Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion. You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
The pass to Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Green against Giannis. Oh, missed it. Here's Irving. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And really only one choice here, guys, and that's the foul. Not enough time left to allow the offense to kill the clock.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Middleton outside. Shot to stop the run. Off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. The activity in front of the Brooklyn. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in at the power forward position. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Here's the break. The offensive rebound. Here's Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Nurkic with the pump fake does a good job fooling the defender that time.
In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary. DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Harden against Lillard. Now here's Harden. 6 to shoot. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming. Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Brooklyn. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got 5.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it's good. 2 points.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Lillard misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Harden. Harris outside. Harden up top, covered by Lillard. Harden can't hit.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance over McCollum. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Nurkic. Powell, no one around him, drills it from outside.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Harden against Lillard. Passes it to Harris. And the Nets miss again. The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Harden surveying the D. Some solid defense from Lillard.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And the foul on Harden.
Timeout.
That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving and stolen by Aldridge. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Claxton the pass to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Puts it up from 15. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Aldridge slams it in.
Not much that gets sped up in LaMarcus Aldridge's game right there. You could see the force that he has.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Simons, the pass to Jones. He dishes it to Cantor. Over Harris. Some solid defense from Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. 3 seconds left, and it's laid in by Aldridge. And this game is tied up now.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Tie game. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Oh, McCollum in position, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Anthony. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Outside Irving. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Nets for 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The feed now to Brown. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Simons. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. James Harden, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And the shot goes in. Anthony's got his second basket.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. To try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Now here's Harden. Brown outside. And they double up Brown. Harden misses off the left iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Powell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
And they get it. Here's Jordan. Brown right side. Doesn't go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And they continue to control the glass. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Now, here's Lillard. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Kicks it out to Covington. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lillard against Harden. Dishes it to Jordan. The kick out to Brown. Nets passing it around. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Back to Brown. There's the pass to Green. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Lillard from outside. A rebound by the Nets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Feeds it to Jordan. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jordan's got his second bucket of the night.
A big problem in the paint, really. This is the only area that DeAndre Jordan is going to score from.
Lillard outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Brown the pass to Harris. Over Jones. Excellent D that time from Jones. And so we conclude the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. It was in the second quarter when they really found their form. And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. They've got Harden. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the 2-guard. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Harden.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
It's McCollum on the wing. Charity stripe shot. They grab their own miss.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Inside to the inside. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
McCollum with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Lillard with the bucket.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. And Harden with the stuff.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. The three. Knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 8 points.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
And the wide open shot from Green. But they'll get another chance. Harden dishes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. No good on the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Covington finds Lillard. Here's Cantor. And he lays it straight in. And it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
This is a guy who plays with a high motor and who enjoys contact. Cantor feasting inside.
Down low, here's Irving. And the shot goes down. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Lillard with it. He's got 8. Pass to Powell for 3. James Harden with the rebound.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Harris. McCollum kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Clock at 6. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
It's Harden with the drive. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Harden against Lillard. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Low block shot on the way. Second chance shot. Cantor's shot is off. Nets trail by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Griffin's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. The three from McCollum sinks the triple. McCollum's got 6.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Irving looking for an opening. Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Jones. Jumps up, trips down the breakaway slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, coach is yelling at the defense to at least get a hand up on Kyrie Irving.
McCollum outside. And the 3 off target. No good. Shot missing. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 7. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Trailblazers leading by 7. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now here's Irving. Defense is right there. Ring shot on the way. And it's Aldridge missing. Here's Simons. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. McCollum against Brown. From 18 feet away.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Aldridge, the pass to Irving. Misses the 3. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Anthony finds McCollum. Passes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. And here's Anthony from the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Claxton, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Aldridge. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown. Portland also making some changes. Norman Fowles checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Now, here's Nurkic. He's guarded close to the paint. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. Lillard surveying the D. He kicks to Cantor. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Cantor trying to free himself up. They get the rebound. Nurkic, Portland moving the ball around. Lillard with no one around. Portland again missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Now just a 5-point Portland lead. Lillard against Harden. Lillard outside. Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
McCollum against Irving. Pass to Claxton. On the way, Harris. Nurkic with the steal. Powell with it, picked up by Harris. Lillard from outside, hits it from 3-point range. And now a 10-point Portland lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Griffin dishes to Irving. Griffin passes to Harris. Harden outside. Griffin trying to get open. Harden no good. Trailblazers leading by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Portland.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Yusuf Nurkic.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
The 3 from Harden. It's not going to go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. Takes the three. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Here's Nurkic. No good with the wing jumper. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 11. Just 2 seconds left in the game. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Yusuf Nurkic.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taking on the role of star tonight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. Rip City, Portland, Oregon. Welcome, maybe the best day of the end. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Lillard misses. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And that one, good.
Pick and roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Lopez with the ball. He's guarded by Nurkic. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Off target with his 3. And here are the Trailblazers.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing. They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D real.
Fires from deep. And that one's good. Lillard's got 5.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. High post Lopez. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Nurkic. The rebound by Holiday. Milwaukee leading by 3. Powell with the steal. Nurkic with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And here's McCollum for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Holiday against Lillard. Holiday left side. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Holiday. 6 points for him.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. And finished off by Nurkic.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here is Holiday. He kicks it to Giannis. From 7. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Lillard against Holiday. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Here's Nurkic, and Lillard kicks to McCollum. Another shot. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the contact up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he nails the third. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Bucks ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say earlier.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my teammates going to be. I'm able to get to my spots and I know my spots. And
well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Pass to Powell for the three. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Connaughton. And they pick up 2. Connaughton's got his first basket of the night. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Simons following the basket by Giannis. Kanter, the pass to Simons. Deep 2 from Anthony. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Jones covering.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you don't even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
And the Bucks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Forbes. But they recover it. And Kanter pulls it down. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Forbes. Takes it down to Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. And the pass to Portis. That's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Kanter, the pass to Lillard. McCollum outside. Goes back up. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. Lillard finds McCollum. Shoots from 12. Tries again. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. Milwaukee also making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here is Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Efficient offensive player. Give Lopez the ball at the right spot, and he's going to score.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. But they get it back. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. And that one, good.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here is Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Holiday against Lillard. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Lillard outside. Collin passes to Nurkic. A beautiful reverse layup. Nurkic has got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, Collin will find you.
Lillard against Holiday. Six on the shot clock. Kicks it to Lopez. A three for DiVincenzo. Doesn't go that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebound, and getting out and pushing.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, and that's
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. We've got Antetokounmpo, Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Nwora in at the small forward position. Now here is Holiday. Here's Nwora. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Look, I love to see more of this from Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And the three ball is good. Lillard's got 11 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Simons. Floats it up there for Nurkic. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. And that one is hammered home.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Fires for 3. McCollum, no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. And here we go. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Simons following the bucket by the Bucks. And the layup's good off the glass.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Giannis outside. Pass to Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
McCollum outside. It's up a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And again, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 1:37 left to play here in the third. Cantor. It's good on the putback.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Connaughton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. Here's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Antetokounmpo against Anthony. Taken away by Anthony. There's the feed to McCollum. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Milwaukee now. Bucks leading by 8. Giannis passes to Portis. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Connects from 3-point range. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Outside, Jones. A 3 from McCollum. And no good that time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bucks ahead, up 11. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. That one goes. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Good one stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
And it's Lillard missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball, and Damian Lillard with the jammer.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Covered by Lillard. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Kept alive. That one doesn't go. Trailblazers trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Wow, hammering it in!
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the score. He's put this offense on his back. And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Loads it up for Giannis. That shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And now we've got the intentional foul. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Giles. And McCollum subbed in for Robert Covington. And the basket by Lillard.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
The way he's firing from three today, they ought to keep riding.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Holiday looking over the floor. To the middle. And to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Holiday against Lillard. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Holiday with it. To the paint. The kick out to Lopez. Shoots. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. Step back shot. Lillard again missing. Milwaukee leading by 9. Now the pass to Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. With the fadeaway. Lopez, no luck. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Lillard misses. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, Lopez passes to Middleton. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Lillard with the bucket.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Clock at 6, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 9. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
With the tip, great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Drops it in.
And it's just competing.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for